Blifford.
So I, Sir Blifford, am looking for a presidential pardon so that I no longer have to abide by the rules of copyright infringement on my videos, because in my last video when I dropped that absolutely stellar edit, if we can just have that sorted out. So in the last video, we did a dungeon. I said that I was gonna go, God damn! I said that I was gonna go explore another dungeon, but I've decided that's not the case.
Positively, no deal.
Oh, yeah. So last episode we did the fight in the dungeon. I believe I did some gardening. I said that I came back and did some other stuff. Worked on the backyard. I don't know if I showed it at all, but we've got all of our new gear. I've upgraded one of the furnaces. Everything should be at level 2 except for this workbench. I believe there is one more that's not finished, but this world I know has a boss in it. I found that out. We could totally go and do the dragon. It's like a white winter dragon boss, I believe. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But first, I'm going to get the gateway and the portals. And I'm also going to get a bunch of like cobblestone, get a bunch of wood. I'm going to basically just loot up right now, kind of off camera, and maybe like get ready to just do a massive build or something, get everything moving along here at the base. And then depending on how the portals work, our area is nice. Like I like how it is. I like how we have the river. I like our house set up. I like our farm. Like obviously everything is going to look a little different when I start. I'm going to turn that whole area right there into the barn, and this is going to enter at the top of the barn, I think. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Over here I'll probably make some fishing docks or something going on around there, but all of this will be determined on whether we have teleporters or not, and whether the teleporters work how I envision them to work. Basically being able to put one here, have one out in the desert, and then have one out in the winter biome way up yonder, so that way I can just go wherever I need to go. So first I'm gonna go get some azure kelp and cobblestone. Absolute jackpot of azure kelp right here. That was like 6 in one pond. I know my videos can be a little hard to follow along sometimes. I'm going to do my best this video to like kind of create a story or something that you guys can watch and follow along with the building. I know when I build and I'm doing any sort of building, I just kind of sit there and lack in and I don't talk whatsoever. So I'm going to try to figure that out, try to do something that'll allow you to watch me and be entertained while I do what I gotta do. Basically, when I first decided to make this base, I really liked the structure of this land, that I kind of wanted to like turn it into like something that is molded into like a city, like the structure that was a building before and now it's just like ruins. I wanted to turn that into something. So I'm starting to think that maybe I keep this as like a shrine. Maybe I take those skull walls that I had and put them up over here, and I put all my statues here. This is kind of like the city square, like the city market. So we'll like this. We'll do owl, owl. That's not gonna work. Zoo. So we'll have an owl here and an owl there. We'll knock out this wall. Just knock out some cool stuff. Wall of skulls. This should deter all of the skeletons. They're gonna think, oh my god, this guy's just so badass. Like, he killed all those skeletons. Like, we definitely don't want to be messing with him. All around the door. This is Blifford's Temple of Skulls, bro. I knew I was gonna do something cool with these skulls. Yeah, you don't want to mess around here. Nah. This is a scary place. And we'll toss one up. No, we don't. We don't need to do that. We don't need to go all that out. That all out. So here we are, one of those points where I just kind of lock in and I go ham on building what I wanted to. Right now I'm building up a little deck up here, so that way it's a bigger roof more than it was beforehand. Then a little skeleton came in, but I heard some mischief outside these doors. So I had to whoop his little hiney, and then I'm like, you know what, let's put a little canvas over that I stole from the goblins. Grab some cobblestone, little overlay. Got to put my other statue up. And basically, yeah, I just ended up building up a nice little area that I can sit up on top. It's going to be like my teleporting room. And then down below is going to be like the trophy room with all those cool things. Alright, so this will eventually become something. Not sure what it is right now. I'm not the greatest builder. We'll get there one day. For now, we're just going to keep building. Keep working hard. Get what we need to get done. Maybe plant some crops before I head out. I redid the roof up there. It was just looking a little lazy. You know, I had the blue roof. We're gonna probably put some water in here. Maybe take down all this tarping. Put the tarping on the outside. Maybe hanging off the bridge. Maybe hanging somewhere, doing something. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna want to make this like a fish pond, if you will. If there's ever going to be a chance for me to acquire fish. Making videos that are like building videos, they're a little overwhelming to me because I just know that there's not a lot I can do in the video. It's hard for me to think of like, oh, how am I going to entertain people while I'm just sitting there building? How am I going to do stuff while we're not exploring anything new and I'm not learning anything new? Like, there's nothing exciting going on besides like me just ripping trees down, you know, me ripping trees down, putting some wood down. So we've got an inventory full of everything I need. Sticks, wood from different places, just like birch, different kinds of, basically just a bunch of different kinds of wood. We got all sorts of good stuff. I went down into a mine for a little bit just to check it out, see what was going on. Didn't get too much. So we're gonna get a bunch of chalk because I like the way that the roof looks from it, that you can make with it, and like also those other poles are gonna just look really good when I go up to build the barn. I wish I could figure out how to make my barn blue itself. Alright, chalk, check. There we go over here, this bench, slap this in it. After all, do this. Craft these, 50 of those. We'll craft 25 of those. We'll craft 25 of those. The wooden wall, how do I get blue, smooth clay? Smooth clay. Alright, blue clay, smooth clay. So I just get clay and blue petals. So for now, I'm going to place our teleporters in here. Right next to this lady. Alright. HB to desert. Alright, now I'm going to run to the desert. Hopefully find another portal. That would be pretty rendezvous-ness. We will throw these in there, grab some carrots so I can quite possibly get a new horse. Don't poison me, you rat. Oh my god, have I seen that before? So this is one of their villages, huh? I guess I wonder if they got a trader at the top that'll give me some good loot for trade. Definitely not gonna rob them, even if I see a chest. I'm better than that. So put the portal here. F interact. HB desert. Desert. What? Guys? Desert port. Save changes. We've got working portals. We've got working portals. I just walk in. I'm in the desert. Wow. Finally. And here we go. We get this build started off. Lining up the supports and everything that we're going to be putting down for the structure. And then we can move on to the doorways, kind of getting the whole layout of the building still set up. making sure I get the right height for everything and that the doors are all the right sizes that we wanted. Definitely a lot of playing around to figure out what I wanted exactly. Then I did end up finding the right color for the barn walls that I wanted, and I ended up implementing that into the walls. Do I run it with like 2 blue, or do I just keep it all blue? Here I just was trying to figure out what kind of walls I wanted, whether I wanted any specific woods or if I wanted extra woods in there. And then I realized I was like, oh, I'd rather replace these door frames with birch wood, so that's exactly what I did. Threw in some cross beams.
Just built that shit.
Alright, so I finished the barn. Here's the inside of the barn. You have all these beams across the top here. You got the fences inside for each animals. We'll have a couple cows, a couple sheep, a couple pigs, and something else. We'll have feeders in here. Put that in each corner, something like that. Open this, and then we'll put like whatever food we need to put in those. So we'll get some animals in here. So I still have to finish the roof of the barn. And then after I'm done with that, we'll be good to go. I probably should have put this entrance over here, but I'm not too worried about it. I like that area being open more. Maybe I don't. Maybe I will flop I'm gonna flop these entrances around maybe.
This is what building looks like when you shop at Home Depot. This is me going to town after getting some tools from the best place on earth. You want meat, you want wood, you want nails, you want screws, you want a roof, you want this, that, anything you want, go to Home Depot and it'll help you finish your project the way that you want it. Sure, everything's overpriced and there's a lot of men everywhere, but at the end of the day, you get what you need and you finish that project that you've been looking forward to finishing, just like I did with this barn.
Alright, the barn is done. So this is just like our little lookout area up here. I can always adjust it, make it what I want it to look like, but I think this looks pretty good for now. Yeah, I don't know. I think the barn looks amazing. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I've never built anything like, I mean, this isn't great, but this is something, I've never built anything like this good before. So this is what the barn looks like from the outside. I'd say it looks pretty damn good. I mean, okay. So yeah, we got portals done this episode. We got a barn built this episode. I think that's a success. The barn itself took me pretty much all day. Like, I've been in my room playing this game since like 7 in the morning. It is now 1:26 p.m. I've been working on this barn, getting all the resources. I mean, we got a ton of resources. I did a little bit of exploration, not a lot, but the portals, that was cool. Like, we have one here now. We warp all the way. You can't even see where it's at now. You can't even see where we teleport to. In here, I'm definitely gonna work on getting lighting fixed and everything, get some better lighting in here. In the next episode, I'll probably start off with just working on this barn a little bit more, get some detail going, animals in there, and then we'll go off and we'll go explore. So next episode, we're gonna spruce up the barn just a little bit. The barn looks pretty great to me, I can't lie. I'm fucking stoked with how this looks. But yeah, in the next episode, once I spruce up the inside of the barn a little bit, get everything rolling on in here, like our animals and stuff. But after all that, then yeah, we're just gonna hit up the desert, see what it's about, kick ass, take names or some shit like that. Yeah, and I love it, and I love it, and I love it. And there's a kablouse, a bluey on the sheep. Ooh.